Hi everyone, JL here. I thought what would be fun for my second video is for you to get a sneak peek at the original story that I wrote back in elementary school. The same exact one I mentioned on my back cover that my teacher at the time printed for me and turned into a book as a gift. This is the actual original book. It's entitled Julie and Her Father Find the Stolen Jewels. I thought it'd be kind of fun for you guys to get a chance to listen to the story itself and have a chance to get into the mind of fourth grade me. So here we go. Chapter 1 The Stolen Jewels. It all started when I heard my father say, "I can't believe that Chief Brown wants me to solve a case like this." My father works for the police department. He was one of the officers chosen this year to be a detective because he was ready to solve a real case. I came downstairs to see what was going on in the kitchen. Then I asked, "Daddy, what case is it that's making you so crazy?" "Chief Brown wants me to solve a very hard case involving some stolen jewels," my father said. "He must think I've been a detective for 50 years. "Maybe I can help you," I said. "I'm really good at mysteries. I've solved a lot of my friends' mysteries. I even captured a robber at school that stole a teacher's answer book to cheat on a test." "Well, maybe you can," my father said with excitement. "You can be my assistant." "Where do we start first?" I asked happily. "What do I need? Do I need to get on my knees and look for footprints?" "Whoa," my father said. "First we have to report to Chief Brown." So we went to see him. Chapter 2 The Search. The next day was sunny and bright. My father and I dressed quickly and went out to find clues. The first clue was a shiny pearl. I thought it might be from a necklace or a ring. The second clue was footprints leading to the men's restroom. My father said the footprints were made in ink, so I thought, someone must have stepped in ink that was spilled. My father took a picture of the footprints and went into the restroom. After a while, my father came out with a teenager, and I gasped. The boy was Michael Lee. He was the smartest boy in the 6th grade. He never got into any trouble, and never stole anything either. He had blonde hair and green eyes, and I thought he was kind of cute. Michael spoke up. "I accidentally stepped into an ink puddle, so I came to the restroom to clean it up." Then my father showed me 2 marbles. "He said he was cleaning his marbles," my father said. I knew that Michael was always very neat and always wore clean clothes to school. I studied the marbles and noticed they were wet. I said, "His story is true because he washed the ink off his marbles." Then we went home to dinner. Chapter 3 The Secret Cave. Wednesday morning, my father and I went to the mountains for a vacation and also to look for the jewel thieves. We found a nice campsite, set up our tents, and hung our food on the branches of a tree. Then we went fishing. When we came back, we were just in time to see thieves running away with our food, so we ran after them. We came to a secret clearing in the deep woods. It was covered with leaves and branches. We shoved them aside and found the entrance to a cave, carved out of a rock. We went in and found our food in a big container in the deepest part of the cave. Here was my illustration of the cave. Chapter 4 Trapped. The cave was dark and foggy. My father and I were picking up our food when suddenly a net was thrown over us. We were trapped. The robbers laughed and came out of their hiding places. My father said, "You'll never get away with this." "Oh, yes, we will," said a robber I recognized as Stephen Edwards. "You can't get out of this net unless someone comes to help you, because it sticks to the ground." "Ha!" He laughed. "Ha!" laughed Nick Carson, the other robber. Nick Carson was the most unbearable person in 6th grade. He never wears anything that's clean, and he always steals things and gets into lots of trouble. Nobody likes him except Stephen Edwards. Here's Julie, her father, and the net that's about to drop down on them. While the thieves went out to rob a bank, my father called the police station on his pocket radio. They said they would be there in no time. Chapter 5 Saved by the Police. Soon the police came and caught the robbers. My father and I were set free from the net. My father told the officers what had happened and gave them the names of the robbers I had recognized. Then the police officers found the missing jewels in the deepest part of the cave where our stolen food was also hidden. They put the sticky net in a bag as evidence for the judge when they go to court. Father and I went home, and our family lived happily ever after. The end. that's the end of the story. As you can see, the illustrations here are obviously done by someone in elementary school. These were actually done by me. And now you can also see why I decided to go with writing instead of artist. Now on the back, I actually, at the time, even wrote a little back flap. I was a very, very professional writer after all. So I'm going to read a little bit to you about what was on the back. So my teacher wrote, about the author. This was written and illustrated by the author when she was 9.5 years old. She was in the 4th grade. It was originally written and drawn in her own handwriting, including these notes about the author. She worked very hard on her book and set a record as the fastest 4th grade author in the world. Now, her brother beat her, but only because he wrote in very big letters. The book, Julie and Her Father Finds the Stolen Jewels, is dedicated to her 4th grade teachers, Evelyn Thompson and Susan Kramer, at Mark Twain Elementary School in Richardson, Texas. That's the back cover. If any of you by chance know Evelyn Thompson or Susan Kramer, please let me know. I would love a chance to say thank you. As for everything else, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I know that it was very special for me to share that with you after so many years of it being hidden away. And until next time, Lucia Lex Vestra. See you later.